Okay. Can you all see the PowerPoint?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It looks like.
All right. Did you get the email that we sent you yesterday?
So there's a lot in there. And so don't worry, we're going to go over all of it eventually, but this is just, as you can see, Sinhala lesson 1, which means that there will be more Sinhala lessons in the future. We did this because you all told us, I think the last time we spoke, that you wanted to learn Sinhala, and we my mother found a really easy way for us all to learn Sinhala by typing instead of writing.
Because that'll take long time. And either way, these days we type anyway, English Sinhala instead of writing. I think you will be much faster. But also once you learn how to type, then you can write it too. So how many of you know at least a little bit of Sinhala? I mean, not to speak, but to write.
Raise your hand if you know how to write a little bit of Sinhala. Okay, Sanadi, yes. And it looks like it's just Sanadi. Yeah. And that's fine. That's what we're here to do, to learn.
Mm-hmm. So just want to let you know, I'm no Sinhala scholar or professor of Sinhala. Just, I've been here for 40 years. So I'm teaching you the way that I taught Mihiri when she was young, 4 years old. That's pretty much from that experience, I will take that experience and teach you how I taught Mihiri. So, since a lot of you don't know about Sinhala, it's going to be kind of a little bit too much or scary or too much information. That's okay, because we will be going through these over and over, and then you can practice, and we have listed some YouTube videos you can watch. So today, the introduction, this would be more like an introduction to Sinhala and about Sinhala alphabet, or we call Hodia, and vowels and the consonants, and then these vowel strokes, or in Sinhala we call pili. We will go through that. Those are very important. And then we will learn how to type Sinhala letters using the Lexi Logos website. Okay. So Sinhala, or the Sinhala script, is used by Sinhala people or Sinhalese people, about 75% population of Sri Lanka, and it is one of the official languages. Tamil and English are the others. So languages are sometimes written left to right, right to left, but Sinhala is
up and down.
Up and, yes, like in English, it's written from left to right. This Sinhala language is used to write Sinhala and also to write Pali and Sanskrit. So in the alphabet, there are a lot of letters, 58 letters. So akshara, of those, 16 are vowels and 42 consonants. You guys don't have to remember these, but they are ordered into 2 sets. There is a core set called Suddha Sinhala or pure Sinhala, which is more like day-to-day use. And then there is what called Mishra Sinhala, or mixed Sinhala alphabet, and that has many more vowels and also consonants, because that Mishra Sinhala is used to write Pali and Sanskrit as well. So it needs more vowels and consonants, but the Suddha Sinhala, or the day-to-day use one, is a subset of this mixed Sinhala alphabet. And like in English, we don't have upper and lower cases in Sinhala.
You don't capitalize
Yeah.
letters in Sinhala.
Yeah.
And most of the Sinhala letters are curlicues. They're very, very curvy. If you've seen Sinhala before, they're just a lot of curved lines.
Yeah, there it is, Sinhala. See?
Yeah, you can see that's a lot of curved lines. And straight lines are almost completely absent from the alphabet because it doesn't have any joining characters. So this is because Sinhala used to be written on dried palm leaves. Remember, we saw in our last lesson that the two of us did, we saw how puskalaput were made. Remember that? Where they're made on palm, which would split the veins, because any sort of plant has veining. So if you write straight lines, then it will split the veins of the plant. So obviously that wasn't workable and undesirable. So round shapes were better.
All right. So we will use a simpler version of the Sinhala alphabet. So this would be a good way to start to learn Sinhala. So the ones in yellow, they are vowels, and the other in blue are consonants. So what we can do is we will read these letters, and then you guys can read, even though we can't hear, that's fine, right? So first I will go through this a, e, e, u, e, o. Why don't you go through, and then you can read with Mihiri.
Yes.
Just go two at a time.
So I'm gonna do it. You could read along. A.
No, you just stop so then they can repeat.
So let me try that again. Now you can say it. Yeah, say it out loud. You don't have to unmute if you feel uncomfortable, but just say it out loud after me. A, e, u, e, o. All right, great. So you can tell that the vowels and the consonants, or the vowels are a bit different from the vowels that we know in English, right? Which is just A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. That's because the Sinhala alphabet is made up of sounds. So unlike English, where you have, am I jumping ahead?
No, that's
okay. Unlike English, where different sounds can mean different things, for the most part, in Sinhala, if you see a letter, that letter will only have one sound. So for example, the word rough, R-O-U-G-H, right? And then there's the word through, T-H-R-O-U-G-H. So it still has the O-U-G-H, but they're completely different sounds, rough and through. But in Sinhala, if you see a letter, it's going to have that one sound, with very few exceptions, pretty much across the board.
So I think it is easier to learn Sinhala because, as Mihiri said, that what you see is what you pronounce. So we will learn all of that later, not today, but some of it. Okay, so don't worry about if things are complicated. Okay, so let's do consonants. Ka, ga, ja, ta, da, na, or you can also say k, g, j, t, d, n. Why didn't you repeat?
All right. K, g.
So they are not repeating. Can
you repeat after I say the word? Or sorry, after I say the letter. K, g, j, t, d, n. All right.
T, d, n, p, b, m. Or you can also say ta, da, na, pa, ba, ma.
So the.
So nobody's repeating.
Nobody's. We can see your mouth, whether your mouths are moving or not. The, na, p, b, m. All right.
Okay. Y, r, l, v. O, ya, ra, la, va.
So y, r, l, v.
Okay. Sa, sa, h, l, ang. O, sa, ha, la, ang.
Sa, h, l, ang. So we should talk about how this is sort of organized.
Yeah, about the sounds. How?
So the sounds are organized in this sort of grid. So in Sinhala, like other languages that are descended from Sanskrit, like Sanskrit, Hindi, Pali, languages like that, the alphabet is organized in this way, in sort of a grid. And the reason is that it's based on how your mouth moves when you're saying the letter. So if you see some of the videos and some of the other things, if you're learning Sinhala, you'll see it in a grid. And so each of the we're not going to go over that because it's a little bit complicated, but each of the lines here is based on how your mouth or your tongue moves when it's forming the word. So that's how it's organized, instead of just like, A, B, C, D, you can write it any way, right? But in Sinhala, when you're writing out the whole alphabet, you're writing it out in a grid.
Yeah. So let's try like letter t, right? If you say t, see like how your tongue touches your
your
palate?
tongue is touching your palate, which is the top of your mouth, right?
Try that. T, right?
Versus like k, where your mouth is moving outward instead of inward, right? Your k, right? K, but the, it's kind of going a little bit inside,
Like
right?
s, almost like you're closing your mouth. S, not, I mean like s,
right?
Yeah. So it's the mouth and the tongue. It is in different positions. Sometimes they go nasal because like it's more nasal sound, or palatal because palate.
Your tongue is touching the top of your mouth,
yeah.
Or like dental, which means that your tongue is touching. So like when your tongue is touching the front of your teeth, when you're saying a letter. But that's again, we don't have to learn that. Just wanted you to know that this is why it's organized in a grid. The consonants, why they're organized in a grid, because it's about the way your mouth is moving.
So even though there's more vowels and consonants, we will use this simplified version, so you are not overwhelmed, and we can start learning some basic vowels and consonants. So okay, so each letter, as we saw like k, ka, it has an inherent vowel. So the letter k is like ka, as in come, or as in k, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's two ways each letter can say k.
It's basically a small a sound.
Yeah. So we will learn about this, but there are diacritic sounds, diacritics or pili, which we put on the letters to make different sounds, which we will learn in the next lessons. And as we said, we will learn to write the letters and words by typing them instead of writing using the lexilogos.com. Okay.
So just to restate that, so each letter has kind of this base. The k will always be a k. But if you add things to it, if you write some certain symbols around it, it changes how it sounds. It's still a k, but you add something to it and suddenly it's ka. You add something else to it, suddenly it's ku, right? The k is still there, you just add things around it. So once you know, we'll talk about that. So once you know the base letter, right? And once you know some of the things that you add around it, which again, we're going to talk about, you can basically make any sound you want in Sinhala. It's that easy. And it'll be even easier because we'll be doing it on a keyboard. You don't have to worry about learning how to write k.
Okay, so about the Sinhala Hodia, that some letters have more than one form. For example, this is N sound, na, and this is also na sound. But there are two ways to say to write it, because I think that in Sanskrit and in Pali that you need this special na to sound it right. And same as l and this l, it's the same sound, but in order to write some things, you need this particular thing. And most of the people don't even really know which one to put at the right place. And me too.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Just know that for our purposes, these, and for the purposes for most of Sinhala, right? This na sounds exactly the same. The la sounds exactly the same. In Pali and Sanskrit, they sound a little bit different. And again, that's based on how you are moving your mouth.
So these are called dantada. It's got a murtaja. So just, you don't have to remember dantada la, murtaja.
So I'll just kind of tell you how it's pronounced. It's na versus na, la versus la. So you can see I'm kind of curling my tongue back a little bit and trying to, and it's the tongue is curling back into the mouth as opposed to the front of the mouth. So, and that's again not something that you have to worry about, but that's why there are two letters that they sound exactly the same in Sinhala, but they used to sound different.
Yeah, but if you see why and you think why there's two nas and two la, that's why. Okay. And this is very important to learn these rules. And it may sound complicated, but we have several different slides to explain this. And so don't worry. Okay.
So this is how you add things to change the sound.
Okay. Basically. To the letters. Pili, that's called in Sinhala pili, or in English it'd be vowel stroke or diacritic. Okay. Do you want to say more about pili or no? Just a diacritic. We'll go through it. Yeah. So again, we already talked about each consonant has an inherent vowel, either a, or but to any of these letters, we can add these vowel strokes. So I like to think it as decoration, so accessories. Think of it like we can wear a hat, we can wear sunglasses, we can wear a belt, we can wear shoes, we can wear watch, bangles, right? All these things makes us look different, right? But we are the same person, but it looks different. So think of these pili as accessories to the letters, right? So by having accessories makes it look different. Having accessories to the letter sounds different. So we can put things on the head of a letter, to the side of a letter, to the foot of a letter. So think of it as accessories. Okay.
So this little circle would represent the letter. So for example, the k that we were talking about, right? So in front of the letter, you would add, before the letter, you would add some things to change, and this changes the sound. That would change the sound.
So
after the letter, that changes the sound. Add to the top. So the circle isn't a single letter. It's representing
whatever the letter, any
letter.
Do you understand that? Yes. Yeah. Okay. So that's the letter, in dotted line, right? So these are to represent different sounds. You add these pili or vowel strokes, and it could be before. So this is an example of a pillar we call kombua. It could be at before the letter and on top of the letter, and there could be these are two kombus, and these all
change the sound, the base sound.
And after what I mug handle, on top it's a cap, right? And this one is cap with a little circle. On the bottom or the leg part, this is like a bracket or like a half a square. And this one is half a square with a little bit squiggly in the middle.
So I have names for these. This is how I learned. I didn't learn like the actual name for these things. I mean, you taught me, but the way I learned it was like, okay, swirly thing, right? Swirly thing plus flag, two swirly things, mug handle, hat with a little, decoration, leg, swirly leg, right? Lightning bolt, right? No, upside down too.
Yeah.
Lightning bolt, swirly thing and mug handle, swirly thing, mug handle and flag, right? I don't know.
This we didn't.
This is a bit complicated, but you don't have to learn the names of these things in order to use them, because I know you just need to recognize them. So whatever works for you. And again, I've learned Sinhala and I haven't learned the proper names for these things, but I can still read and write in Sinhala, and it doesn't matter if you're not learning it the proper way, as long as you're learning. So this is how it was easier for me to learn things like swirly thing, hat, mug handle. So I think that's how we're going to teach them as well. Yeah. That's how we're going to teach you.
Yeah, because like this, for example, this one is called Alapilla. So when Mihri was 4, I didn't want her to remember all of these things. I said, add a mug handle to that letter, so that she remembered and she learned pretty fast. And a hat with a dot.
Yeah.
Foot with a
swirly foot.
Swirly foot. Right?
Swirly foot.
Yeah. Okay, so again, we are going through our strokes of pili. So
you don't have to memorize the names of these. Yeah. I know I've said this before, but this is just, for you to know, but you don't have to actually memorize these.
You can always go back to the YouTube and to review these, right? Mm-hmm. So kombua look like a shell. It's like a snail, right?
I call it a swirly thing.
Yeah. So in front of a letter, it makes we are going through the sounds too, right? But this is like the shapes. Alapilla look like a mug handle.
A mug.
Right. Keti adapilla. Keti means short. Ada means crooked. So this is a crooked one. It looks like an upside down tube.
Upside down tube.
Or hook. Then digga adapilla. Digga means long. So this one, like Mihri's lightning bolt, it's the same as this one, but
it just
extra
adds a little thing.
Squigglies. So this is called usa or ispilla. Usa means tall, right? So, or you can say halki rima. It's look like a flag. So it's on top, and it is like a taller version than this cap. So this is like a flag.
It goes upward. On top. It goes upwards, and then you add a little thing.
Then this pili has short or long versions. That's like keti, udupilla, or ispilla means is means head. So this is on the head of the letter. So it's like a hat. right? Diga udupilla vispilla, that's a long version. So cap with a
Little circle.
circle
It's
like
a
that.
decorative cat. You have,
Decorative cat, yes.
it's a cat.
Cat, yeah.
Cap.
Keti again means short. Keti papilla, pa means in Sinhala leg. So so that would look like, oh, looks like an L, reverse L.
Yeah, upside like a
Oh.
L that's lying down.
Yeah, actually, no, it looks like a C. I don't have that example. There is another version of this kind of look like adding a C in there. I don't have that picture.
Yeah,
Digger papilla means it's similar, but it has a swirly thing in the middle, like curve. Okay, squiggly lines.
and you can call these whatever you want. If whatever, I mean, this is what was easier for me and for my mom when she was teaching me. But if you want to call these different things, go ahead. It doesn't matter what you call them, as long as you know what they do and as long as it's easy for you to remember.
Okay. So now we are going through each of these things separately, the sounds. Before, we want you to look at and see, like these are pili before. You can add before, after on top and the bottom, and there are two versions, short versions and long versions. So the sound would be shorter sound or longer sound depending on what you use. So it goes for before, after, top and bottom, all four positions. So kombua, he's like the snail, shell look like a kombua, right? Snail. Yeah, think of kombu as a snail or shell. So what sound does it make? That makes a sound ending with E. So that's A. A, right? This is the letter. So if you put M letter in here like that, it makes me.
Or me. And this is the L we showed you earlier. And then we added the little snail shell in front. That's le. And the K that we showed earlier, add the swirly in front, K. And then ne. So you see the M, L, K, N sounds. As soon as you add the swirly, it turns into me, le, ke, ne.
So if you see this letter with the vowels pillar, there's only one way to pronounce this, me, right? Le, ke, ne.
There's no other way you're going to pronounce it. If you see that, if you just see that in a letter, that's how you're going to pronounce it, just the A sound.
So do you have any questions about any of the things that we talked about?
Please ask questions. We know that, learning a new language is a whole, especially one that, is with script that is unfamiliar to you, can be very confusing. So stop us at any point to ask any questions, or if we are going too fast, just stop us and let us know what you need.
So do you have any questions? No? Let's see. If you have any, just raise your hand. No?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess we'll move on to.
So this is, so again, we are going through it in many different ways.
We're repeating ourselves in many different ways because we want you to understand in as many different ways as possible and figure out which one works for you that you will remember.
So adding a pillar to before or after a letter changes its sound. That's what we talked about, before. Kombua, adding a kombua before a consonant, make it change from us to a sound. So ma, you add a kombua me, as in memory. La, le, lead.
Mm-hmm.
Ka, ke, kettle. Na, ne, nephew. Right? So you can go with that.
Okay, and then you have the alapila, which clearly I did not know what that was. Alapila, which is the mug handle. I know it as mug handle, and that is this little backward C. You're adding the handle of a mug to the letter. So adding this after a consonant makes it change from a short A sound to a long A sound. So from to So from M to Ma, like mark. From L to La, like large. From K to Ka, like car. From N to Na, like non.
Non-bread, yeah.
Like non-bread. Well, actually, that should have two A's.
Oh.
That's okay.
Okay.
Non-bread. And so now we got our upside down hooks and my lightning bolt.
Yeah, so that comes in two, short version and the long version. So that it's called adapilla. Adda means crooked. So it is a sort of a crooked way, but I like the upside down too. So it makes it m to ma. So A-E sound
is like at.
Okay. M to ma, as in mackerel. L to la, as in lavender. K to ka, as in cat. N to na, as in national.
And then the long version of that, the lightning bolt, as you can see here, it's an upside down two with like an extra little thing at the top. And that makes it change from a to an ah sound. So it's a longer ah. So from m to ma, like man, l to la, like lamb, k to cat, like camp. You can see the difference between like the long and the short sound. So here we have cat, right? And it's a shorter ah sound, but camp is a longer camp versus cat. And then n to na, like
I couldn't find what's a na sound.
nah. What's a good nah sound? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe you will figure something out with a good nah. Nakata.
What?
Nakata.
No, that's naked.
That's nah. That's short.
Nah.
Oh.
Never. Didn't sing.
Yeah, never. That's a good one.
Never. Bathed. Yeah.
Another hat or the cap.
Yeah. So as you see, again, there's a short version and the long version. Long version has a little circle at the end, more decorative cap. So this is the on the top or the head of the letter. So adding udupilla the top of a consonant makes it change from a sound to I sound. E sound. Me, as in mint.
Or miri.
Mihiri, yes, mihiri. Yeah. L to li sound is lint. K to ki sound is in king. N to ni sound is ninja or niranjala. Okay.
And then now the cap with a little decoration with a little circle. I think of it as you're wearing a hat with with a brooch
fancy
or
hat.
A fancy hat. So that's going for the m to the longer me sound. So here in English, when we write, when we try to write like long letters, in English, you put a little line over the top of the hold on a second, over the vowel. So that means that it's long. So the m is long. So that's why you put the little line in front at the top. And so that's what that means. It just means that that's the long version of that vowel sound. So ma to me, like meat. L to li, like leech. K to ki, like key. N to ni, like need. So it's just a drawn out version of that E sound. All right.
So how about, do you guys understand so far? So as you see, we are going through these multiple ways to make sure that you understand. Any questions so far? Okay.
All right. So this is where you add the leg or the
bottom of a letter changes its sound. So we went through before, after, on top, and now this is the bottom. Pa means, as we said, a leg. So there's Katie, or the short version, and the long version. So I think this looks like a bracket. If you know what a bracket is, like to put shelves and things.
It kind of looks like, yeah, it looks like a shelf almost.
Mhm.
A shelf with a little like thing.
Yeah. So it makes it to to U sound. That's the short version. M to mu. Muslim. L to Lu.
Be like Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy. Yeah, or Mulan, Lucy. K to Ku, as in
Kudala.
no, that's Ku.
That's cool.
Kurulla, or like couscous.
Couscous, yeah.
Na to Nu sound. So this is a short version.
So new. Just new. The word new. Something is new.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I didn't have time to write these things. Okay, so go ahead.
The swirly leg, or I guess the bookshelf would have a little swirly bookshelf. It again draws out that vowel sound. So instead of ooh, it's ooh. Like ma to moo.
Mulan.
Mulan, yeah. La to lu.
As in
maybe like lunatic.
Lunatic, yes.
Yeah. Ka to ku.
As in
Ku. I mean the word ku, but I don't think they would know what that word means.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah, there we go. COO. That's the ku sound. Na to new. Noodles.
Noodles, yes. Yeah, we'll add those things later. Yeah.
And then the flag,
flag is called Ispilla or Halkirima. It's easy to remember it as a flag. It is. It
you just put like a line up and a little thing. It's a flag, just like a flag. So
ma, and it takes that sound off that ma. It removes the sound. So So where would this comes? Amma. Right? You all know that sound. Amma. L to l. L, mal. Mal is flowers. Uk. K to uk. Akka. Right? Older sister. N to n. Pang. Like in bread. Right? So again, any questions? No? Okay. So then there's multiple pili. To a letter changes, of course, it sound again, but you can use more than one, or I mean 1, 2, or 3 in here that we have.
So this is the swirly plus the flag is an extended version of the A sound. May instead of may. Lay instead of lit. K instead of K, and nay instead of nay. And then you add the swirly and the mug handle, and it's an O sound. Mo, lo, ko, no. You add the swirly, the mug handle, and the flag, then you're extending that O sound. And you got mo, lo, ko, no.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So now this is a summary of pili again that we are going many times.
This is a lot. Just, I mean, yeah. So that's why we're going through this multiple times.
Okay.
So I think now we're going to type in Lexi logos.
Yeah. After this. Yeah.
After this.
Pillar. This is what the pillar is. This is the flag. The Halkirima makes it k, right? And we will be typing this in Lexi logos as K. We will go through the Lexi logos in the next slide. So when there is no pili, it just has that inherent k, ka sound. Mug handle or the alapilla is R sound. Adaya or the crooked, I mean upside down to a. Digga adaya means the long version, a. Ispilla or the hat, E or the key. Digger ispilla or the long ispilla or the decorative hat, key. Papilla or the, what do you call the bracket, ku. Longer version of that is ku. Kombua makes it A, that's K. Kombua plus the flag, Halkirima, is K. Kombua and the Alapilla, the mug handle, Ko. Kombua plus the mug handle and the flag, Ko. So this is a good summary using the letter K. So kaka, kaka, kiki, kuku, keke, koko. So remember, there is another table coming up, and that I will email later, and I want you guys to print it, and then using that table, you will be able to read any Sinhala. Okay, here.
So this is the table. We're not like memorizing this. We're just showing you this is the table that we are going to send you.
Yeah, it is. It took me a little while to make it, but I want you to, once you learn how to do like one, you should be able to remember. Okay, so it's almost like a song. Kaka, kaka, kiki, kuku, keke, koko, right?
Right.
Let's go through again. Kaka, kaka, kiki, cuckoo, keke, coco, gaga,
We're not going
gaga.
through all this, are we?
No, just do
Okay.
the gaga, gaga, gigi, gugu, gege, go go. All right. So like that, just pronounce it. You can ask your parents, and once you do several, then it's the same sound. It's just like the letter changes. Ta 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 ti ti tu tu te te toto. Da 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 di di do do de de do do. Right.
It's the same sound.
Sounds, right. Okay.
Are we gonna watch
So
the videos?
not now. Let's do the Lexi logos. If we have time, we will come back and watch some of those videos. Did you guys watch some videos? Let's say, did you have time to watch? Because I know we sent it late yesterday.
Late.
Did you have time?
Yes. No. It's okay if you didn't.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so you should all I posted in the chat this website. So if you can maybe let's see if you can, how do I stop this?
Oh, you had to go
and show, right?
Yeah, and show.
If you can get the website open in like so, if you can have like the Zoom in one window and then the Lexi logos in another one, that can make it easier so you can see what we are doing and you can follow along. Okay. So we are going to, I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we are going to type some things.
Yeah. So here's the vowels. So let's learn how to type vowels using Lexi logo. So do you have Lexi logo? Oh,
do you have the website open? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now
okay.
Let's go. And
if you're having trouble using
just
the website,
just say
just
unmute
and
unmute
and say you're having trouble.
Okay. So let's go to Lexi logo.
Okay, we're going to Lexi logos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
All right. So vowels, right? So type.
Just
so what I did
just type the letter A.
Type letter A.
And you see that the letter A turns into ah.
Yes. Did you type?
Yeah. Type the letter A. Okay.
Yeah,
so now you're typing in Sinhala.
Yes. Now let's do after what comes right?
which is the mug handle. So then in Lexi logos, you just type 2 A's because it's a big. So see, you type 1 A and then it goes there, but if it goes to but if you just put another it immediately adds the mug handle for you.
Did you get it? Yes?
Yes. Are you typing in Sinhala?
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Just say
Yeah, you're typing in Sinhala.
how's J and K? So let's see.
J and K. Yeah,
Yes,
you're
okay,
typing in
okay.
Sinhala. Awesome. Okay. Oops.
Now let's do
which is the upside down 2.
Yes.
But in Lexi logos, it looks AE.
Because it's right? It's a sound. And then let's make it longer version.
I'm gonna.
So that would be A, E, E. Oops. A, E, A, E. Okay. Did you get it? So A, E, A, E. That's A. Yes? Okay. A, A. Now it's E. I. E. Did you get type? Yes? E. 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 2 I's. I makes it longer version. Okay? Now goes U. U sound is U. U. Okay? U is 2 U's. Okay? A is E. 2 E's is A. So now you know E, U, A. Now comes O is O, letter O. Long version of this is double O. Okay, so we type A and A, E, I, U is U is W, A is E, A is double E, O is O is double O. Okay, so now do you want to just write, let's say start with K, right? So to type K, you would type K. But if you type K, it will automatically come with the flag. So you need to make it K, you would make A sound. It's like K-A makes it K. So type that K, K-A. So to make it Ka, K-A-A. Ka. So just like how you are sounding, K-A-A, ka. Cat is K-A, make it ka, E, cat. Okay, K, right, A-E, cat. Now, ka means K-A-E, that's a long version, A-E, another A-E. So ka. So how is it getting confusing, or are you guys okay with it? We will type more. Okay, do you want me to go through the ka sound again? Yes or no? Sanadi, did you understand how you type in these? No?
Can you repeat that?
Okay, sure. Let me just go back. Okay. But did you understand the top part? E, O. Right? So let me just go back to the So all we did in Lexi logo, see how, can you see the PowerPoint? Yes. See, like to have a, we typed A. To have R, we typed A. To have A sound, E. To have A sound, we typed AE. To have E sound, we typed I. To have E sound, we typed double I. To U sound, U, we typed U. U sound, double U. A sound, one E. A sound, double E. Okay. O sound, one O. O sound, double O. So these are the other, if you have a combo, I didn't show you I sound. Ow is AU, but let's just do the simple version. So, let me see. Oh, here, Sanadi. So this is what I did with the Lexi logo with the K. So let's say KA makes it K. KAA makes it Ka. Okay, so why don't you guys looking at this, just can they see everything? Yeah, okay. So
Yeah, we can.
in your Lexi logos, type for K, KA. To have Ka sound, type KAA. That will make Ka. To make cat, you type KAE. Okay. Ka sound is KAE twice, AE. So to get long version, you have to type that the last one twice, double. Okay. Ki sound, you type KI because I
It's a short.
is short. Key sound, you make K double I, make it KII. So Nadia, is it too fast for you, or Setula, you okay? And okay, yes. And how about J and Kai? Are you? It's okay. All right, all right. So KU makes it ku. KW makes it ku. To make it K, you make it E sound K. K, long version, you do double E to K, right? And one O makes it ko, and double O makes it ko. All right. So that is by adding K, typing K and adding A or double A, AE or AE, I or double I, U or double U, E or double E, O or double O, you make it E, O sound. Okay, so it is really important to understand that. Do you understand how you type in Lexi logo these sounds? Okay, let's go through and see. Can you please each one, like
Put your
finger up if you
yes,
understand.
you're able to
Let's see.
type. Okay.
Tarushi,
Yes.
Setulas, okay. How about Yenuli?
Yenuli,
Okay. And
Sanadi,
Sana.
yes. Okay.
And let's see.
Kai and Jay, both you.
It's
Good.
okay.
Okay,
All
great.
right.
So we're
Okay. So let's just do two more rows. Okay. How about, so you can see the PowerPoint, right? So let's go through G sound.
Wait,
You can go.
let's make it.
Okay.
There we go. Bigger.
Okay. So we are not typing, you are typing.
You're typing.
Okay. So let's go with G. So if you type G, it will have the one with the flag G. So
This one. It should look like this. It has a little
G.
flag. Just G.
G. And you have to add A to make it G.
Good.
And then G, A makes it Ga.
Ga.
G A E makes it ga.
G-A-E, makes it ga, the longer a sound. Okay. G-I, you have gi. G-I-I, you have gi. G-U, you have goo. Am I going too fast for you? You can type. You're okay with typing at the speed? Okay, great. At G-U-U is goo. G-E is gay. G-E-E is gay. G-O is go. G-O-O is go. And again, just G by itself is, in Lexilogos, is just the G. Like, for example, if you're thinking about like words that end in G, like dog, right? That's just the G sound. Okay.
And let's do another letter. Are you guys okay at this speed? Are you okay? Yes. Okay. All right. Th sound. So there's t sound and there's th sound. So this is th, T, H sort of th.
It's
Yeah. But we are using
so like
T.
tarushi.
Yeah.
Tarushi, you could potentially, you know, this is the sound that would
first letter of your th.
Yeah.
Right. So if you type T, it will be th, as with the flag. You add TA, it will make th. Make it T double A, makes it ta. TAE, typing will make it ta. If you type it wrong, just go backspace and then you can start with that letter again. Okay. TAE makes it ta. So as you see, these are like for longer version, you have to do double of that AE or I or double I. So for ta is AE double. T is TI. T, the longer version is T double I. Tu is TU. Tu is T double U. Te is TE. Te is TEE. Double E. To is TO. To is T double O. Okay, so now you know how to write te in Sinhala. Here it is.
That's
you
te.
type TEE, te. So already that you know one word, how to write te, right? Or bhakti gi. Gi is songs. Here is gi, G-I-I.
So you know you have write two words in Sinhala.
Yes.
Gi.
Yeah. And you can do ta, let's say. Type ta. Let's just do some words from ta. So go to another line. Say ta, T-A-A. Earth, just T. Ta, T-A-A.
So
Ta.
So let me go to Lexilogos and type it in. I'm gonna another line. T is just the, right? So
The, T-A.
the
T.
just T and T
A. Ta.
All right, so I'm gonna do that again.
Yeah.
T-A-A, just T by itself. T-A-A. Oops. And see, I added a Z for no reason.
Ta. So now let's do te.
Just
T. E. E. Te.
And then the gi, G-I-I.
Gi.
Okay.
Okay. What are the other, I mean, let's say.
What letters are we using?
Let's say, for example, let's just do ma. Actually, let's
Let's
go
do
to the
ma.
ma. Yeah.
Okay, let's do ma.
Okay, so type ma in Lexilogo. If you do M, right, it'll become Ma is ma. MAA is ma. MAE is ma. MAAE is, let me, MAEAE is ma. MI is me. MII is me. MU is mu. MUU is mu. Right? ME is me. MEE is me. MO is mo. MOO is mo. Okay. So let's just go back to Lexilogos Mihiri and type some words. Okay. So let's say ma. There's easy ones like M, ma, ma. What is mama? Means I. And then you can make mama, uncle. M, A, ma, A, mama, uncle, right? And we know how to type
Just M.
M-A, amma.
Or I call my mother me. So that would be, I would take that.
Type it in separate.
Oh, okay. Oops. Okay, sorry.
Amma.
Amma. Oops. Me. Oh,
go back. Yeah.
Wait, how did that? There we go.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. So then you go back and
delete it and do it again.
Me. Okay. What else we can do? Like, let's say akka. A, K, ak, k, a, akka. Let's say ayya, even though we didn't learn. Oh, okay.
They don't do it. Yeah.
Okay, akka.
What other words?
What
do we
let's do the ra sound.
Ra.
Yeah.
Ra's next.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. Ra has like disappeared a little tiny bit here.
It's like,
should I just move it up?
Yeah, move it up. Yeah.
Okay. Oh. I don't want to do it. I don't want to mess it up.
Oh, maybe I didn't type it.
No, I think, hold on a second. I think, sorry, technical difficulties, excuse us. Well, we can maybe, we could just do this. Yeah. Okay. Right, there we go. Oops. There we go. Okay. Here we are. All right. That's not going to work though. It's not going to show up.
Okay. Okay.
So we're going to do it on the.
Okay. All right.
Oh, no. All right. Let's go.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. So let's do the R sound. R would make it R. R. Okay. And R sound, R-A. Type R-A. And Ra, R-A-A. Ru. That's R-A-E. Ra, R-A-E-A-E. So ra. Ri is R-I. Ri is R-I-I. Ru
looks a little bit different.
Yeah.
Than we learned. This is one of those exceptions. So the ru has the upside down two, and ru, the longer oo sound, has the lightning bolt for that one. So just for ru is one of those exceptions. ru is one of those exceptions that you're just gonna have to learn.
Yeah.
But again, most of the time, the oo sound is that the bracket or the bookshelf or the leg and the swirly leg.
So ru sound is R-U-U. Re sound is R-E, makes it re. R-E-E makes it re. R-O makes it ro. R-O-O makes it ro. Okay, so let's go back to Lexi logos and see what else. So what do you call stars in Sinhala? Taru, right? I can see Taru.
I can see Taru
it's in Taru. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you type Taru? T A R U. Taru. Let's see, make it. We didn't learn she. Let's see. Is there she?
Yeah, go down. Go down. It's right here.
Oh,
I don't know which one is the one that works.
Yeah,
for her,
there's two. You can use this way. Tarushi. Oops.
No, you have to type it at the same time, I think. No, then you would have to use this. You would have to use
sir E.
No,
Oops.
no. Okay. I think you would have to use, so this is the one that we're using?
Yeah, I think either that or that, one of those.
No, come on. What's happening here?
Okay, just a minute.
No, I got it.
Capital S. You can do
no. It's I got it. So it's this one. You click that one, and then you click. Is it long E, short E, hat? Which hat is it?
Short.
There we go. We did it.
So you can do like
that's your name, Tarushi.
So here, if you look in here, sure is SA. Other sure, which look like per, is capital SA.
So it's SA with the accent mark on it.
Okay.
So that you would have to type the SA with the accent mark to be able to type it. So this is one of those ones where you would have to use, you couldn't just use the keyboard. You would have to look down and find the letter the sound that you want.
Yeah.
Because most people can't type automatically with adding the accent marks. I mean, I don't know how to either.
I mean, so the way that I was teaching was using directly keyboard, but if you can use it this way too. So see cur, right? And what is the E sound? Key, but it takes like longer.
No, the key sound is here. That's the vowel.
Oh, okay.
This is the vowel. Here's the hat.
Okay, yeah. Key. So I think like typing on the direct keyboard is easier, but as Mihiri said, there are some letters that you need
that you would need
to use the
let's do the last 2 minutes that we have. Let's maybe type everybody's
names. Okay, so we need Tarushi. You can do also, I don't know which way that you are using. So there's 2 ways that Tarushi's name, you just have to ask your parents.
Because there's 2 different sh sounds.
R-U.
Okay, and then
oh yeah,
and then you have to find this down here.
Yeah, that capital SA,
and then add that.
Isan Tarushi. Okay, who else is
Setula?
Setula, can you try typing your name, or we will type it too? Say is S, right? Make it E.
Say. You add the A sound.
Say. Right?
And now tu
is T. U.
U.
Setu. L. L. L sound A. Setula. Okay, this is
Yenuli.
Okay, Yenuli. Is it that's Yenuli, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y. Ye.
E,
yeah. Nu, N-U, nu,
nu,
L,
and
I.
I. Yenuli. Okay,
So
Senna.
you have you Setula and Yenuli, you have one of those that you can type straight into the keyboard. All right, so Sanadi.
Sa, S-A-N-A,
Na.
Sana. Again, this could be two
Now
different
this
ways.
one, yeah, this one it could be.
I think this is not the way. E, Sana, D, O,
or it could be
S-A-N-A,
E-H-A.
E-H,
E.
Sanadi.
So again, remember we were saying that sometimes there are things with the same sound, like the n's with the same sounds. There are thes with the same sounds, and there are sh's that have the same sounds, because they used to sound different back in the day, but now currently the way people speak that they can be interchangeable. So Sanadi, you would have to ask, and Tarushi, you would have to ask your parents which sh sound in she and which the sound for thee is the correct one for you.
So here in the keyboard, you will see the, right? The. So it could be Sanadi or Sanadi or Taru. She with this Gayanusha, because this look like a Gayana, this look like a Payana. So Payanusha. So
Don't confuse.
Sha. There's two different words.
All right. Okay. So now Kai and J. So Ka Yi, right?
Yeah.
That's what that would be.
Ka.
Yi.
K-A-Y. I. Kai.
Kai. And then J is just J. Yeah.
And then J.
Yeah. So it'd be J-E-E. So to get that A sound. All right. So Kai, that's how you spell your name.
So I can see them. Did you type it?
Are you typing your name? Yeah. So K-A-A-Y-E would be Kai. And then J-E-E would be
why don't you type your name, maybe?
All right. So it would be just like in English, it would be M-I-H-I-R-I.
Yeah, that's easy.
Nihiri. Ak. Oops. Ka. Okay. There we go.
All right. So my name's Niranjala, N-I-R-R-A. Oh, I said the zero.
Okay, hold on a second. The on is, we would have to go, right here.
Yeah. So in there, I have a dot. Oh, actually.
That's odd.
Yeah, actually, I haven't
used we haven't used the on. Maybe you just put an R. No. Okay.
Oh, here.
Oh, there we go. You're wrong.
J-A-L-A.
La. Ni, ran, ja, la.
Yeah. So, okay. Do you guys want to type some words? Some Sinhala words, like you guys can tell what words that you want to type. So let's just take turns. Let's just go through.
Yeah. Who wants to learn how to type a word? Any word, it's fine.
Okay. Tarushi, what word you would like to Sinhala word? This way we can learn some words as well as typing it. We can start with the food. There's a lot of food stuff, for Sinhala words, right? So let's do the food.
Yeah. So what's a food?
What food you would like? Everybody think of food. Okay. How you saying?
So Nali, did you raise your hand? You can unmute.
Yeah.
Rice.
Rice. What is rice in Sinhala? But.
But.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's type but. You all eat but, right?
So that.
So how do you type?
B.
Right.
Right. So
let's answer Sanadi. So what do you type? But. Ba is what? B. Ba sound is B. So let's type B. A, right?
B-A.
B.
B.
Sound. That's is T sound. So T. But.
Here we go. That's it.
B-A-T. But.
B-A-T. But.
Oh, B-A-T. Bat. But in here it's but.
just for the typing.
Okay, so who wants to talk
Okay,
about
Setula, yes.
Setula, okay.
Bread.
Bread. Okay, and what is that? In Sinhala.
Palm.
Pang.
All
Okay,
right.
so how do you write pang? P is P.
Pa.
P, but it is pan.
Pan.
So you have to have P-A, pa, N sound, pan, P-A-N, pan. That's how
Well,
we will write.
P-A-A-N.
P-A-A, yeah.
All right.
Who else?
Who else?
Yeah,
Yanuli. Unmute. What do you want to?
Umber.
Amber. Okay, this was amber is mango. This is one of these
This
other
is one
letters,
of the little tiny bit, not
which we didn't talk
we
about.
didn't talk about.
Right? Mb. So mb is MBA sound, right?
So this is-
MBA.
So that's the mba sound. So you can see right here, mba.
Mb.
Right.
So A, mb, MBA. That's the like the degree. Amber. Okay. So who is? Let's see. Setula, and we didn't go to Tarushi, Kai or J. Kai and J.
Wait, no. Okay, so Nadi said we got Bat, Pang, Amba,
Amber.
and yeah. So Tarushi, we need a something, anything, any food.
Pomegranate.
Delung.
Delung.
So
Okay,
pomegranate is delung. So how do you use delung?
Make
D.
sure we're writing the right D.
De.
And then Lu would be.
I think we can write it these two different ways.
Yeah.
L, U, right? Delu. Delum. I think this would. I think some people might write it in another lu, but I'm not so sure. Delum. Okay, delum.
Okay, so we got
Kai and J.
Kai and J. Is that all we have? Oops.
Grape.
Huh?
Grape.
Grapes
Grape.
is midi. Midi. Okay,
Which
so
the
grapes.
do.
M.
Me.
I. Me. D. D. I. Midi. That's grapes.
All right. J. I
We
don't know which one spoke.
we can't see.
We can't really see. But what?
Is that Kai or J?
I don't know who chose grapes, but then
J.
J. Okay, so then Kai, what do you want to choose?
Ocean.
Food.
We're talking about foods.
Oh, seafood?
Sorry. Yeah. Then I guess shrimp.
Shrimp. Is so. Is so. Okay. E.
That's the E vowel.
Is. We can say is sa for one shrimp. Or is S. A. Is sa.
Sa
or
is one.
A plural of that would be I.
You would never
E.
eat one shrimp, right?
Yeah.
So we have to say
Is.
so.
Is S. So is so. Make it S. O. Right? O. That makes it is
long.
so long. Is so. Is sa. Is so.
All right. So in the last 5 minutes that we have, do you have any question? I know we threw a lot at you, but we are going to be going over this in other lessons. What questions do you have for us about anything with respect to the letters or typing in Lexi logos? What questions do you have that we can
Was
help
it
you
clear or confusing or anything? I mean, because I mean, we know that this is a lot of stuff that we told you today. Are you confused? So you have some idea of Sinhala language. Say, unmute and say
with?
something.
Unmute and say something. Talk to us. We are here for you.
Yeah, I understand it a little now.
Okay, all right. So
good.
just like any language, we have to practice. Okay, to practice using Lexi logos is much easier. Otherwise, you have to write all these curlicues, all the letters. This way, once you get to know how to type, you automatically, be able to write. And we will have a writing one in another lesson. But after when we learn and learn the letters and words and things.
Yeah. So for today, we just learned how to type. So I think it would be if you can in the next couple of days over the next week to kind of first, I'd like you to bookmark this website, the Lexi Logos website, and sit down with your parents for maybe 5-10 minutes a day, and then the Sinhala words that you do know, right? Ask your parents how to write them. And so if you don't know how to write them on the keyboard, again, you can look and at these symbols, right? So it has the sound, right? And so just ask your parents, I want to learn how to say, why is this?
Yeah. So
learn how to say something, or
Yeah.
learn how to spell your name. So
So-
like Gagani, right? And so you would use the,
Oh yeah, we didn't type Gagani.
we didn't type Gagani. We didn't see.
See Gagani, but let's just
Okay,
write
let's try. So
Gagani.
Ga-
Gagani.
Gagani.
So I actually want to ask, is there anything that you wanted us to teach in the next Sinhala letters? What do you want us to teach you? I mean, I think next one we are thinking of going through letters and maybe sentences and things. So could you guys quickly, each one say
Oh, yeah,
very
Noli, go
quickly?
for it.
Yeah.
Maybe how to write colors.
How to write colors? Okay.
Okay. All right.
Maybe animals.
Colors,
Oh,
animals. All right.
I was thinking of relatives. Yeah. What?
Setulatarushi Sanadi. What do you want to learn how to say or write?
Maybe places.
Places. Okay. Towns and the name. Okay.
Setulatarushi.
Maybe plants.
Plants.
Okay. Like flowers and
yes.
things.
Water things, grass, trees.
Okay.
Nature
Yeah.
things.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So nature things, plants, colors,
Yes.
relationships.
Yeah.
So we have a whole bunch of places. We have a whole bunch of things that we
so
can
I
learn.
think like we can do this using Lexi logos. And so while we are doing the lesson, you can just say, how do we do this? So then we can easily do it. Okay.
Yeah, we can type
So-
it. But I would like you to get, a little bit familiar with the website and learning how to do those things. So yeah, if you spend 5 minutes a day on the website, with your parents or your grandparents, asking them about words that you want to learn how to say, or the words that you already know how to say, but you want to know how to write, and just, spend that time.
Yeah, please
to do
also,
that.
if you have time, please, watch some of the YouTube videos, links that I sent, and also review this YouTube video as well. And you need to practice. And I hope that you learned something. And as we said, we taught you a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Practice. That's the way that, practice how to write, how to speak. And in our lessons, we are now doing it in English, but at some point we will start speaking in Sinhala, right? Because that's a very important thing. All right.
So
So
you'll
hope
get there. This is just day one, lesson one of hopefully longer learning for you.
Did you guys like it? Just raise
yes.
your hand.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. Okay.
Okay.
Did you think it was hard?
Sort
No?
of.
Oh, sorry.
Sort of,
Okay.
a
So
little. Yeah,
good.
it was we did, like I said, we did throw a lot at you. But yeah, we hope that you enjoyed it, that you learned something. And please look over those videos when you have the time. Please check out the website with your family and
Yeah.
practice this
Yeah.
with them.
And I think next weekend is Vesak, and I'm pretty sure next weekend is holiday, but I mean, Dhammajuti Hamdru will let you know. Okay. So
All
until
right.
next time we see you. Bye.
Thank you,
Thank you for
everyone.
listening. All right. Bye.